Good morning, everybody. So today, that's the coffee. Today is day number 10, and my weight has stayed the same, 202.6. I am gonna work out today, so we'll see how my weight looks tomorrow after today's workout. But nonetheless, let's see if my blood ketones went up from 1.2. So it did go up 1.3, super close to 1.5, which was my main goal. I've never been there before in a fasted state. Exogenous ketones and post keto coffee doesn't really count, so we'll see if we can get there by tomorrow. Just have tons of fat today, be as low carb as possible. I want to make sure I'm getting a little bit extra protein because I'm working out, but that could be really easily done by the protein powder over there. That's not that big of a deal. So, you know, the trend has kind of been going up a decimal, so probably tomorrow will be 1.4, but nonetheless, you never know. We'll maybe hit 1.5 or even higher, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay guys, just want to give you a quick check-in. I'm actually feeling pretty great going into the second week of keto. My energy has improved a lot. This is kind of where people end up talking about the benefits of the ketogenic diet, where you end up having more energy, you have better brain cognitivity, you don't have that brain fog anymore that you might have in the first week, or if you're running off of carbs mostly. I am struggling a little bit now with my hunger with this intermittent fasting. It's starting to hit me a little bit more than it has the last 2 days, which is pretty normal. And I'm starting to get my appetite back, so I have maybe 45 minutes until 1, which is when I can have my first meal, and I'll show you guys that. It's pretty much the same thing I had yesterday, but I'm going to eat the rest of that forested pork that I made last night in yesterday's video. I'm going to have also some cashews. No, I'm not having cashews. Cashews are like one of the worst nuts you want to stay away from. Cashews and pistachios have the most carbs, so those are not keto approved. I was mistaken. I'm gonna have macadamia nuts, the Bentleys of nuts, the most expensive ones. So I'll put that in a video right after this, but I just want to give you guys a quick check-in just to let you know how I'm doing with the intermittent fasting. Maybe you're starting to have the same symptoms, or maybe you're struggling with something different, but just hang in there, you'll be fine. Maybe have one of those energy drinks if you're absolutely dying, but for the most part, stick to the plain black coffee, sparkling water, and plain water, or even if you make your own chicken broth, then you can have that. You could buy bones over at Whole Foods for really cheap. They're grass-fed beef bones, or they have some chicken bones as well, which are probably not pasture raised. And you just add as much salt and seasoning as you want, put it in a pressure cooker, and you basically got a whole bunch of cheap chicken broth or beef broth that doesn't have any added sugar or any other ingredients that could kick you out of ketosis or affect your fasting if you're doing intermittent fasting. Anyways, just want to check in. Hope you guys are doing well.
It's the final countdown.
I'm just joking, but it is a little bit past 1 p.m. and I'm allowed to break my fast, which I'm excited about. I was super hungry, so I'm gonna have some sparkling water, obviously have some avocado with some bacon, and then the same little ground beef dish I made on Meal Prep Sunday without the zoodles. So this should give me enough energy until I'm off of work, and then after work I might end up going out to dinner with a friend, and I'll kind of show you guys what I do there. But after this, I'm probably gonna get ready to do my workout,
And after that, I'll probably end up just having some almonds and jerky again, or beef stick, whatever you want to call it. And then I'll end up ending the night with a keto coffee. But that's how I'm breaking my fast as of today. Alright guys, and that pretty much sums up day number 10. It's almost, oh gosh, like 8:30 at night, so I'm gonna try to finish my keto coffee, and that should give me a lot of good fats to kind of help bump my ketone levels for tomorrow. As you saw, I did not end up going to Blazing Onion Burger Company tonight with my friend. It just didn't work out, so I had to improvise, get home from work, grab my dog, feed him, all that stuff, and then rush to the grocery store, where we end up going to Trader Joe's, and I just grabbed some organic broccoli, some salmon, as you guys saw, as well as some avocados. But tonight I only had the salmon and broccoli, and that was broken up into 2 servings, so I'll end up having that for lunch tomorrow, since I am going to be working 6 days this week at work. It's not really expensive to eat healthy like most people think. As you saw, I think it was around like $19 for the avocado, which is organic, the organic broccoli, as well as the wild Alaskan caught salmon. And that's going to break up 2 servings. So let's take out the avocado, since that's not part of the meal. And so with the salmon being 12 bucks, I think the broccoli was like $3 or $4. So let's say it's 15 bucks, right? 15 bucks divided by 2 is going to be around $7.50 for $7.50 after tax, or no tax since it's food. $7.50 for a healthy, organic, non-GMO, wild caught salmon divided by 2. That's a really good price. If you go get teriyaki with commercially farmed cheap chicken, and with rice that doesn't have any nutrients and tons of sugar over it, and all this soy sauce to cause inflammation and gluten and all this other stuff, that's going to cost you $11 to get that teriyaki versus this healthy food, which is significantly cheaper. So when people tell you that eating healthy is expensive, it's not. And trust me, your meat doesn't have to cost, $6 per serving. The pasture raised beef is significantly cheaper, maybe $2 per serving or $3 per serving, which is half the price of fish. So make sure that you're investing in your health, and that starts with food, not with supplements, not with medication, not with anything except food. And then after that, the most beneficial thing that you could do after that to invest in your health is probably personal training. And that's something you would want to invest in after investing in high quality food. Not much to kind of recap. It was a pretty simple day. I ended up working out. My workout went great. I got some footage for you guys so you could kind of see that my workout was basically more strength training today versus versus cardio, which is aerobic. And I didn't have my heart rate monitor, but I probably burned around 500 to 700 calories, favoring more of the 500 range. And another thing I wanted to bring up was, now that I'm videotaping myself every single day, you kind of see things from a different perspective. And one thing that I noticed was my lack of colors in my outfit choices. I wear a lot of black or a lot of gray, and that's something that was new when I ended up gaining weight, because I found that I could hide if I wore something black or a little bit baggy or maybe a sweatshirt. And so I'm trying to get away from that. Even though I don't really feel comfortable in this stuff, it's something that I think is important, because you have to learn how to have almost like you have to learn to have self-respect for yourself. So your body image is important, and you can't try to set these unrealistic expectations based off of things you see on Instagram or magazines or whatever it may be. And this whole 30 days should not only be about getting in ketosis and losing weight, but also learning to love yourself again. Whether you're 4% body fat or 17% body fat, doesn't really matter. The important thing is, if you're healthy, if you have no inflammation, if you have good energy, all those different things, right? That's the big picture. And I know that doesn't motivate a lot of people, but the point that I'm trying to make is, you need to learn to love yourself. And just to be honest with you guys, these glasses are actually fake. They're non-prescriptive. They do block some of the rays from the computer screen and UV rays outside from the sun. But the reason I got them is because I get really baggy eyes when my body fat is high. So when I had 8% body fat, I didn't really have baggy eyes, which you guys probably notice in videos. But because my body fat's high, they're really puffy and really noticeable. And when I was at work, every single day I would go to work, someone would stare at me and they'd be like, did you get in a fight? And it would instantly just ruin my whole day. And it literally happened every single day at work, and I was so embarrassed. So I ended up coming up with this solution, and that's why I wear them, but I actually don't need them. And that's one thing I'm looking forward to, is kind of wearing shirts that actually fit me, because I'll be comfortable with how my stomach looks and I won't have love handles. I'm excited to not wear glasses, because that's inconvenient and it's fake and it's not authentic. It's not what I want to do, but right now it helps build my confidence, and I am in sales, so I do need to make sure that I'm confident. I'm not sure if you guys struggle with any of this. I'm not sure if you guys have similarities with me with my insecurities, but that's why I'm doing this, is so I can have a more fulfilling life, so I can go out to like a boat party or a pool party or to a water park or maybe to a barbecue and wear a tank top or a fitted shirt versus something baggy and black, even though everyone's in neon colors and having fun. It's just I can't be myself. And especially with having a title as a personal trainer, people, when you meet somebody new, one of the main questions is, so what do you do for a living? And when you say personal trainer, I swear to God, every time they look you up and down and they're instantly judging you based off of a stereotype, and you should meet that expectation within their mind. And I just feel so embarrassed. So I just really hold back from living life at its fullest, and I don't meet new people, and it's all because of the 30-pound weight gain. So I'm excited to kind of get back to my my ideal weight, which is 180 versus 208 pounds. And hopefully I could start meeting new people, and I could go out with my wife to her work parties. Like today she went to a boat party, and I haven't gone over the last 4 years because everyone knows I'm a personal trainer, and if I take off my shirt I'm just going to feel not only embarrassed but just extremely uncomfortable, and that's really sad that I missed out on a lot of cool opportunities during my youth in my 20s. Now that I'm going to be 30 here in February, it's just sad. And so that's why it's important. That's my why. That's what keeps me motivated. Every time I have a weak moment, I'm like, oh, I want sushi, or I want Burger King, or a piece of cake, or whatever it may be. I try to remember that, and I'm like, okay, that cake is never going to make me feel as good as feeling confident with my body and taking my shirt off, and kind of being able to live life as fullest, right? Nonetheless, we'll see if I could get to 1.5 on day 11 for my blood ketone levels tomorrow. I hope you guys had a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.